Hey everybody, today's video is kind of going to be a continuation of my video in search of the ballyhoos, which was about 3 videos ago. In that video I just basically went out and just located a good solid bait spot for catching ballyhoo, which would be convenient to the edge of the reef and easy to catch and quick to catch. So today I'm going to step 2, which is I found that spot. I think I've got a system. Today I'm going to kind of refine it a bit as well as utilize them. Now the key reason why I'm doing this is a lot of times you'll see that I'll go cast net Pilchards, bring those out here and use those. And I love doing that, and that would probably be my preferred way of doing it. The bad side of it is that it really adds about an extra hour of my time doing that, using that system. I have to go not too far from the launch, go to my Pilchard spot, net them, get them bucketed up, cull out the smaller ones that I don't want, get it all set up. Then once I've got that, then I have to make the run out. Then you have to remember, water is heavy, and I'm carrying 2 5-gallon buckets, probably 4/5 full because I have that drain hole. So I'm carrying about 8 gallons of water, and that's about 60 or so extra pounds of weight that I'm carrying in the back of the kayak. Why that also slows me down a lot, because that drops the back end of the kayak and I'm dragging along trying to make that run all the way to the 5-6 miles out here. So it really adds up the time before I could actually start fishing. With this ballyhoo system that I'm working on, I found a place right at the edge of the reef. So I'm 50 yards away from my destination fishing spot. Plus I'm going to get the bait that is probably the #1 bait for this fall season, which is the ballyhoo, specifically for the pelagics. Sailfish, dolphin, tunas, and all the kings, mackerels love the ballyhoo because that's what's out here right now, and they're good size. So having the ability to come out here carrying really very minimal weight, make the quick run right out here, find a spot that I know of is going to hold the ballyhoo consistently, find a good location, drop anchor, be very efficient about that, knowing how much chum that I need to bring, so I don't need to bring a new brick every time, maybe only half a brick because they're very fast to come around, less the better. Come out here, drop the chum bag, throw my cast net, or use my bait rod and reel and pick up 10, and boom, I'm fishing. And then when I'm done with it, I could dump all that water out and my run back is just as much faster because I'm not carrying as much weight as well. So that's kind of what I'm doing today. I'm trying to get that as efficient as possible. Okay, so I can scale it down and just be boom, bait catching 15 minutes, and then I have 4 hours of 45 minutes of fish time. So that's the plan for today. I'm anchored up. Unfortunately, there's a big ass boat on my Pelican Shoals spot there. I mean, they can go anywhere. They got a big old boat, and there's 6 people on there, and they're stuck on the spot that I was using. But no big deal. I'm just up the waves a bit on that same shoal, so hopefully it works out. Current's a little funky against the wind, and it looks like it's going from south to north. I've got a bunch of yellowtails working now. Not a lot of current, so the chum is dropping, which is not good for the ballyhoo. I need it to sit up top, but I think I see some already. But I'm going to throw the net. I've got my bait cooler today, so I don't have the 5-gallon bucket, so I think the ballyhoo will last a little bit longer. Then I'm going to go out to the edge of the reef and just troll, slow troll, bump troll, some live ballyhoo, and then I can also bottom bounce as well. So that is the plan. All right, I think we are ready to throw the net on these guys. All right, that's it. Lapse time right around 30 minutes, but I'd say I could roughly do it in about 15 without all the cameras and getting things organized now that I know what to do. I'm going to stow my cast net and the small ice chest. I'll keep the chum bag and all that bait and stuff inside there. Goes perfectly in my front hatch, so I have room again. And I got my 10 or so Ballyhoo all ready to go. I'm going to leave the anchor with the buoy just sitting here, and I've got it marked on my fish finder. So I'm just going to go fish to the edge anyways, and then when I'm done there, as I'm running in, I'll pick up the anchor and head in. That way I don't have to carry the anchor as well. Or if I run out of bait, I just run right over here, hook up to my anchor, put the chum bag out, cast another batch of Ballyhoo, and I'm good to go. All right, I'm just going to be running a basic bottom rod. Got a long leader, 3-ounce egg sinker to a long leader to a 7/0 circle hook, and then to Mr. Ballyhoo swimming right there. So drop this guy to the bottom, and then I've got a top liner out with a live Ballyhoo with a 5/0 circle hook, and that's just drifting out that ways. So this one I'm going to bottom drop. Here we're at 60 feet, surrounded by 100 foot. We're just on a hump here, and got some little markings there, so we're going to see what happens. What the hell? Bastards ate my damn weight. Oh, what the hell? I just let that jig sitting there. Didn't even have it moving. Oh, the toothy critters are everywhere. So that means that bait's probably gone as well. And that means I need to get switched over to wire. Crap. I don't know if it just stole the bait. No, still there. What happened, buddy? All right, there is my buoy. So I'm going to anchor up, put the chum bag out, get a second load. See if I could do 2 loads really quickly. Whoa, whoa, no, perfect. Drop that there, suck me under, then grab my chum bag and cast net and see if I can load up again. And that should be a good system, I think. Now they showed up almost instantly. You can see all the dimplings. I could see them skirting in and out. The only risk that I have from using the same anchor spot is they might be very wary. They're coming in. So maybe not so smart. So I'll give them some time to get up here nice and close and then throw the net on them. I just need about another 6 to 8 would be good. Sun's going down here, so if we can do that in the next 10 minutes, I'll be just perfect. Alright, got a few. That'll work. That gets me fishing. Okay, so that works out pretty good. I'm back out on the outside of the reef, still got plenty of sun, got some nice fresh bait, picked up my anchor this time, so once I'm done with that bait, I'm done. I'm not seeing any bait activity or anything out here, so I'm just sitting just outside the edge of the reef, and I'm just going to drift around here, I guess. If I see any movement, then I'll make a run and gun for it, but otherwise I'm going to float one on top, one mid. I'm not looking to do any more bottom baits. I've been losing so many rigs, and see if we can pick up a pelagic. Alright, it's getting to be about that time. Absolutely no action today. But the Ballyhoo system, I think I've got it nailed down. A couple little adjustments I need to do. I need to bring out my bigger net, definitely. I'm throwing the glass minnow net, and that's just not built for what I need out here. So I'll bring my bigger net next time. It's farther throwing, wider, and then it'll sink faster. So be able to pick up a bit more. I don't want a lot more, but a few more on each throw would be nice. The other thing I have to do is to open up the drain holes on my cooler there to flush the water out faster and get that water level lower. I lost a couple of them when I'm dumping water and it gets to the brim. They'll swim right up to the edge, they'll get their nose out of the water, and then they'll kick out and jump and go for freedom. So I need that water to drain a little bit faster so I can flush it. But I didn't have any die. They all seem pretty healthy. These are just juvenile ballyhoos, so another month or so we'll get the larger ones, and that'll be a little bit better for everything. These are such small profile. The Pilchards might be a better deal because at least they have flash. But the system worked. I think I've got a very efficient spot that I could do, and grab a load, come out, use them, and then just run right back to the reef, grab another load, come back out, and then at the end of the day, dump all the water and run back in. So yeah, I'm gonna pump out every last moment of sun, and then make the ride home in the dark again. But beautiful day on the water anyways. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video. Bye. Unless there's a Hail Mary, but my Hail Marys have been refused lately.